So that's lying. Make sure them phones is good and quiet.
Hey.
Can I go live?
Yeah.
Okay.
You better believe.
You got something to lean it up on or something?
Nah, I was just gonna put on this glass.
So what you gonna do when you drink?
Huh?
What you got?
I'm just gonna hold
My
it.
bad.
What that?
Oh yeah, okay.
So we.
Uh-oh.
What does that know?
I don't know, dog.
Maybe it was cool.
Somebody's volume is up on that video or something.
Yes. That might have been mine.
Y'all ready? Karen, you ready? Ralph, you ready?
Are you ready?
I think I is. I think I is. Let's do this thing.
It wasn't working. So take the ashtray out.
What's
Turn
happening?
around.
I did it both ways. I don't think the ashtrays, what that's gonna do.
Maybe you could prop it up in there.
It's your homeboy, Collard Park Sean here with a little paint with it, a little seasoning with some reasoning. We up in here. Y'all see we a little late. Y'all wanna know who fault it is?
Oh Lord. It's me, y'all.
It ain't the 18th this time. Y'all know it's usually him. It ain't him.
It's me, y'all.
Yeah,
Thank ya.
but anyway, we up in here and we finna get into it. We're gonna have a good time. Y'all tell the people who y'all is. We're gonna start with you over there in the fatigue. Let's go with it.
My name is Karen. Good to see y'all this happy Saturday.
Again.
This is Karen
Again.
on this happy Saturday.
No, I wasn't saying
I
repeat.
know. I was
Okay.
being
All
funny.
right. Little word play. All right. And who you is?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's Miss 06 or 05.
Excuse me.
What was it?
We're
03?
not gonna start it.
Oh, my
today.
bad.
We're
My
not gonna
bad.
start it
Already.
today. And
My
it's
bad.
01.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Your birthday today? What'd you say?
No.
Oh.
It's it's an old joke and they tried to get me back in the corner the last time.
Gotcha.
My name is Ashley Houston. For those of y'all that do not know, I am from College Park. I love my city.
Indeed.
And that's it. What's up with it? What y'all got going on today?
What up, though, man? Y'all know who it is, man. Let's go.
We got a lot going on
Let's
as y'all
go,
can
man.
see. Y'all can see all of the activity before we even get started
Yeah.
up in here. So y'all can only imagine what kind of show this is gonna be. But we're gonna jump right into it. How y'all week been? How was y'all Halloween first and foremost? Do y'all celebrate Halloween?
Man, you know what? My Halloween was very crazy, y'all. For real. I'm glad you asked that. I didn't think I was going to even get the chance to talk about it, but it was crazy
Me
as hell.
Okay. Let's hear about it.
I got dressed up, me and my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to be the Joker. We were the Joker and Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to the Dave Chappelle concert at State Farm Arena.
Okay.
Had planned it for a couple of months, you know what I'm saying? Floor seats, VIP, car parked up at the front. So we spent a grip on the tickets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just the night, period. Get in there, go through the security. They check us, they search us, check bags, take phones, you know, the whole nine. Get through that, get in. We get in the line to get drinks. between us leaving his house and getting in the line to get drinks, a million people had stopped us just to take pictures with us, to take pictures of his car, to just because we were like really, you know, in character. But again, it's Halloween, you know what I'm saying? So it's plenty of people that's dressed up to go to the show for Halloween. You know what I mean? They tell us that we actually cannot go into the show because we're unrecognizable.
What?
Yes. And that, I mean, serious, Atlanta police winds up surrounding us, y'all, with State Farm supervisors to let us know that because we're unrecognizable, we cannot go to our seats or we have to wash our makeup off.
Wow.
I thought my boyfriend was going to go to jail.
Yeah, I ain't never heard that.
It was
like
crazy. I've never heard anything like that. I'm like, I'm going to not stop until I can speak to somebody about it. I can't get my money back. You know what I'm saying? That's well over $2,000 that we spent.
That's crazy.
We didn't even get the experience alone or our money back.
What?
So, and that's the first time I ever dressed up for Halloween in my life.
Wow. What did y'all do? Did you do it? Anything after all that chaos?
Because we were just so pissed that it was like the energy was just, it was done.
Gone. Yeah.
It was done. It was dead.
Oh man.
Damn.
It's crazy
for y'all.
Dang. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like they would have at least.
You know what? I'm gonna shoot you a bird when they cut these cameras off.
Bruh.
That was crazy as hell. I mean, I can't believe that happened. You know?
Wow. Sorry, man. That's very unfortunate. Like I said, I ain't never heard nothing like that.
Me either.
And to say y'all unrecognizable, like,
and it's
what they doing, like a auto scan, like the
that's what I said. I'm like,
or something?
It has to be either a device in here that you guys want to be able to recognize us, because me just going in the public bathroom washing the makeup off my face, I'm not gonna come out of here. You gonna say, "Hey, that's Ashley Houston,"
right? Like,
you know
would they have known you
Nah,
anyway? Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, it was just absurd. It was just absurd. People were standing all around. You couldn't. I guarantee you, if they had have let people have their phones and stuff, it probably would have been something viral, because people were like, "Man, what the hell going on? That's crazy."
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like the guy didn't have any type of protocol that he was going by, any policy that he could recite, because between him arguing back and forth with me, he ended up saying, "Well, you know what? You can go and watch the show, but your boyfriend can't." So I'm like, you just picking anybody random, anybody. You just change your mind amidst discussion. So it's not like you have a policy that you're saying, you know, this is what we're standing on. You send out no disclaimers in advance to say, hey guys, we understand this is a Halloween show, but you cannot come dressed as a Halloween person. So,
Or it seemed like that if they know the show is on Halloween, chances are people may dress up. Or even if that wasn't a chance, you still, make... Or, put that on the tickets or somewhere on the website or something. So
just like they sent out the notice about the purses, what the size should be and all of that stuff, they should just easily send out.
No costumes, no makeup, no mask. Yeah.
Have y'all looked into trying to file a claim or anything to try to recoup you?
I mean, I've just been writing to management, writing to the supervisors, trying to tag the media, just doing what I can. But I said I'm just gonna make a video, and just put it on my page and see where we can go from there. Because it's just crazy. It just felt like blatant, just picking a person randomly, stereotyping. You know what I'm saying? Profiling the individual.
This day and age, I understand it. It's unfortunate, but I understand it. You're going into an event. We seeing what's going on in the world. Shit happened in Maine. We got to see what's under there. I get that. I do get it for safety of people. It's unfortunate, like you said, that they should have let everybody know you can't come down here.
I'm sure had that.
I mean, I can understand that.
Yeah, I do understand, because if you come in the airport, they're not gonna let you go through like that either.
Well, you ain't gonna come in the airport on Halloween 9 times out of 10.
You
dressed
wouldn't
that
believe.
Well, I wouldn't. So I'm just telling myself.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about me. I'm not gonna go in the airport dressed that way, because I know that's a different situation. But to go to a Halloween event on Halloween night. And I feel like after we've gone through your protocol and we have gone through your security, we have gone through your detectors, we don't have any weapons on us. What is my face gonna do? You've searched me completely and you ran a scan on me. So if you don't find a weapon, now you telling me what my makeup is a threat to somebody?
But check it like this. Let's say something happened. You might not have nothing to do with it. And they go to the cameras to see what they can identify. They can identify Harley Quinn and the Joker.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna become like number one suspects.
But if they go back to the camera and they look at some event happening and they don't see Harley Quinn and the Joker in the midst of what's happening, we don't got nothing to do with it.
They can push it wherever they want to. I'm just telling you as a how I would look at it if I worked security. Be like, nah, I can't do that. That's just like
security should have stopped.
That's just like when you go in the bank.
Yeah, been able to go through all of that.
Yeah, I give you that. But like it's like if you go in the bank, you can have a mask on in the bank.
Well, that's not the bank.
Situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just it's kind of like it's a public place where they're looking at the safety of everybody. Y'all got to look at it from that aspect.
But I would not go into a bank dressed as Harley Quinn to make a business transaction.
But what you saying you wouldn't do, you wouldn't believe.
Somebody else would.
Yeah, that's somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about me on Halloween night at a Halloween event.
I get it.
So that's my Halloween. Y'all share y'all stories.
I was slanging sacks.
What?
I was crazy. I don't celebrate shit like that.
Yeah, I was at work.
Really?
Yeah, I was at work.
I was in bed.
Yeah.
Lights out.
And no kids come by the house?
Do you turn your lights
Kids
on?
come by your
You
house?
ain't had, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't no celebrating that in my house, bro.
No, I'm saying, look, kids could walk by.
They can walk by.
Ring the doorbell.
Your mama shouldn't have you out here. That's what else. You want a treat?
You threw some charcoal at them out the window?
Probably. Off my porch. Nonsense.
Oh, man. Hey, Brian said it's Diddy's fault. You know, Diddy, he dressed up as a Joker last year.
Yeah.
And he did such a great job.
I saw all of that.
Warner Brothers sent him a letter and said,
cease
do
and
not
desist.
cease and desist. So he went and dressed as Batman
Yeah.
this year.
Didn't they send him a letter for that too?
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know. I hadn't heard
They sent him a letter
anything.
for that too.
Because
For real?
he was standing up for the strike, the actors and the writers
It probably
strike.
was like Batman ain't been that flimsy. So. Like, Batman ain't that loose.
Do you care to elaborate on the looseness?
Hold on, bruh.
Okay, see, I see what y'all doing today.
Just saying.
said nothing.
What's loose?
Batman ain't handing out cotton candy.
Oh, my goodness, man. Let me get into what I do. Oh, man. In the news this week. In the news. Brett Favre, if y'all remember who Brett Favre is, he is under investigation for allegedly stealing a couple of million from the state welfare system of Mississippi. And doing all of this stuff, Shannon Sharpe spoke about it on the show, and Brett Favre took it upon himself to file a defamation claim against Shannon Sharpe. The court threw it out this week. So, yeah, you can cancel that, Brett Favre. But we want to see this through because it's been, 2 years now, huh?
It's been a while.
And they don't talk about it at all.
It's done.
I think it's still.
No, it's done. It just ain't done the way you want it to be. It's done. They ain't talking about it, bro. It's over.
Nah, he still got some proceedings going on.
Okay.
You think it's done?
Yeah.
I don't think so, man.
It's
I don't
done.
think so. I don't. I'm going to hope not. I'm going to do some more research on that. But, yeah, he got that thrown out.
I don't mean done like they done bang the gavel. I mean, he's not nothing
Like
gonna
you
happen
saying,
to
yeah,
him. It's
I know
done.
what you mean.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
You gonna lock up Haynes? Or Wrangler?
He ain't-
Copperfit? Whatever the fuck he be wearing.
The most he going to get is some house arrest type stuff.
He not getting that, bruh.
Something need to happen.
I agree. Something.
Something need to happen. And that's why got to put some heat on this situation.
Yeah.
If Martha Stewart
Yeah.
can go,
Pyramid schemes is way different than
Well,
buying-
stealing.
she's still stealing.
It was stealing.
That's way different.
Yeah. Because they looking at it like, oh, you don't really care that much
Come
about
on,
who he's
it's-
stealing from.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he's stealing from poor people.
Yeah,
Come
true,
on, man.
true,
Y'all
yeah.
about to
Yeah.
gonna bring up Martha Stewart like that?
Well,
Well, I mean,
she
that
went
was
to
a
jail,
pretty
and we
close.
think she would go nowhere.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
She went
stole,
to-
she stole from them people. She was going to jail.
Yeah, she stole from. Yeah,
She was
you're
going
right.
to
She,
jail.
she did
Right,
steal
she
from them
stole
people.
from her own
She stole
folk.
from them
Yeah.
people. Like, you going to jail.
Oh,
Right.
goodness. In other news, this one kind of surprised me. Suge Knight has a podcast now from jail.
From jail.
I don't even know how the system allows this, but it's there and it's out there. And he has a podcast. And he chose to, I didn't look at it, but I saw that he already started talking about how Akon and some other guy named Detail had allegedly raped a 12 and 13-year-old girl. My thoughts on this is I'm wondering why, just like the guy that just got locked up for killing Pac, why are all of these old guys that supposedly have done whatever they've done, supposedly moved on with their lives, want to start talking and be relevant today? What I'm not understanding.
Well, Keefy D got caught up in an interview. That's how they ended up doing it.
Telling on himself.
Yeah, that was just. I mean, he got a couple dollars to do an interview. He just happened to start talking.
I'm not telling on myself. I know I did something like that. I can't talk about it. That's what I'm saying.
That's why you can say it, because you know you ain't did it, so you can go on and say it.
Yeah, but why get them the information though?
Man, they ain't looking for nobody who killed Pac, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, they got him.
I seen a movie with Johnny Depp was the
I saw
man.
that.
Come on, man. They ain't looking for nobody.
I heard that the
for
person
nobody,
that
man.
actually killed him has been dead for a few years now.
A few.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like 20.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, seriously. The person's been dead for a while from what I've heard that actually killed him. So
I ain't mad at
that
man
person
podcast.
that they
though.
got is like,
Yeah, who?
I ain't mad at man podcast. We got one. Why can't Suge have one?
What's it called?
I don't know what it's called. I ain't promoting it because I don't want him.
Well, no, I know.
I'm looking for.
I know.
I just want to know that
Hey, when I saw the
what
question,
could it
I was like, I'm
possibly
not
be
even gonna speak
called?
on that. I'm scared. Scared of that one.
what could it possibly be called?
This man say I ain't gonna speak on that. After he, yo, go on, move on.
He brought it up.
Yeah.
When I saw the questions, I was like,
She like,
scared of Suge. Yeah. Let him stay where he at. I
Oh,
support you.
man.
You'll support your show.
Yeah, that's. I'm just wondering how you get a podcast in jail, but that ain't.
here
nothing
go all
to
my
me,
detective friends putting the man name all in there.
Brian said it's called "Don't Drop the Soap" podcast.
Oh wow!
It's Brian Thomas.
Right. Look,
Dang, that's your homeboy. You just gonna get your whole government like that?
Shouldn't have said it. That's Brian Thomas.
Jesus.
Oh goodness, man! All right, moving on. This one real light, real easy. We're gonna push on after this. They posted a short video of Ice Spice doing a performance. She was dressed as Betty Boop. The little clip that I saw was maybe like 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And she couldn't hold her dress down. She kept pulling her dress down, so her butt was showing. But furthermore,
Butt's always showing.
the music was playing in the background to where she wasn't even trying to rap. Or, is she a rapper? She a rapper?
You brought this up.
But she was just walking around. And the crowd only cheered when she said one word and then when her dress came up.
I mean, most concerts are like that now.
Really?
They want the fans to play.
Do you think that's why these young entertainers aren't getting the bigger crowds as folks our age are getting now?
In my opinion, their music ain't timeless. They don't have. It's no connection with their music.
It's trendy.
Very true.
It's very
You know what I'm
trendy.
saying?
Yeah.
So that's why nobody going out to see their shows.
No. Okay. Well, that was short lived.
I mean, she had her ass out.
Everything they do is so overly sexualized now. Anyway,
I just seen,
so
but I just seen Lil
like-
Kim pull her panties off on stage. So I mean, after was that one music fest?
Yeah.
But
saw
see,
that.
her
She's
doing
put her
that,
drawers up.
she's doing that so she can,
Stay
in
relevant.
her mind, stay relevant and stay in competition.
Oh, this was
with
recent.
What's
It
out.
was last week.
Oh, see, okay. I didn't know that.
It's crazy. I don't even recognize that woman anymore. I
Right.
don't know who that is calling themselves Lil Kim.
Hey, look, Kim, keep taking your drawers off, Kim. Kim, keep taking your drawers off. I don't know what these people talking about.
Them draws had to
Because
be
even
huge.
when she was really, really in there, she didn't take her drawers off on stage.
She said it
did
was
she?
like something was wrong with it or something.
Something was wrong with it?
Like a Janet Jackson kind of thing.
She couldn't walk backstage.
Something was wrong
and,
with her underwear.
off to the
That
side.
was what you said. She took her drawers off. I mean,
A wardrobe mishap. You could just
Twisted?
walk off to the
Something.
side and pull them
You said
off.
yeasty?
I ain't say that. Hey, look, Kim, I ain't say that, Kim.
I thought you just said yeasty.
They take their drawers off every day, Kim. I don't know
Yeah,
what
the
these people
comfort
talking
of my
about.
own house.
Ash came in here with the smoke. She said, I'm late. I'm finna give him all of
I
this.
know. I thought that's
Kim,
what
I
she
ain't
said.
got nothing to do with that.
Oh,
She said, I'm
twisted.
finna get him
She said-
all of
She said
it.
twisted. These earphones, I didn't hear. I just heard stead. That's all I heard was. So I just put the yee on top of it.
Okay.
Oh, Julian said they were sliding down, so she just took them off because they was on top of her
Somebody
legs.
sniffed them.
How you know that, B? Never mind. Go ahead.
He's an avid concert viewer.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
so
laughing.
we're gonna leave it at that. Yeah.
I said, what the fuck? Who let you on TV? This a big hater. Gosh.
Hey,
Somebody don't like you.
I know.
Anyway, but that's the news, y'all. Oh, yeah, we got a lot to talk about today, and I'm glad you ladies are here. One of the topics is another situation that happened on the Insta face of the Graham book. Joe Smith, ex-basketball player. His wife posted a video of him being upset because he found out she was on OnlyFans. And she said, well, and I didn't know she was an ex-porn star.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she was an
I'm
ex-porn
leading
star.
with that. I'm getting ready to
So
lead
she
with
was
it.
saying that you knew what I was already, and you not doing nothing, so I had to do what I had to do. But she posted this mid-argument, and I'm just like,
Yeah, I saw that part.
whoa, what are y'all thoughts on that?
Two things. First thing, she's an ex-porn star, like you just pointed out. So, like, I don't see the problem in her having an OnlyFans. You married a porn star, whether she's an ex-porn, she's a current porn star. So
What's her
she's
videos?
been seen. See what I'm saying? It's not like it's just a sanctified situation where you should feel like, oh man, everybody's seeing my wife. Everybody's seen her.
So,
That's my
so
first
you don't
thing.
have room to change?
Yeah, you have room to change, but it's just like
Obviously,
you
she
still know
hasn't.
who you are. Exactly. So you might be trying to change a person.
But what has she been putting up the facade as if she's just been the housewife and this and that, and
That's
then
getting
boom,
me
I
to the
find out.
second part of it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you
yeah,
good.
because you was going
exactly
down there.
what you're saying,
Okay.
though. That's getting me to the second part of it. I think that shit was just staged anyways. It didn't even seem real to me. Sounded like they were acting.
It did seem like a little skit though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like,
Because
for
it's a lot of
me,
that happening on.
Yeah, people just doing
get
shit
attention
to,
to her page.
Yes. So I'm like,
It
come
did
on,
seem
bro.
very
You ain't just
skit-like.
find out that your ex-porn wife had an OnlyFans page. Now you bust in and she happens to be recording it.
Right.
Put it up on
Where's she
there.
been all this time?
Yeah.
So you didn't wonder what she was doing in the room?
what's her page?
Exactly. See what I'm saying? It was a thirst trap.
Yeah.
What was her page? What's her page?
Don't nobody know. You can go
Just
find
go
it.
on
Google it.
Instagram and Joe Smith wife,
Um,
ex-porn star.
It might be on Twitter.
Brother of the show, Curtis Clay, said something that this is the prime
corner
example of what it was. And he said that you can't protect nothing that's wild. And this is a prime example. If it's staged, that mean they did what they supposed to do. That's business. But if it's not, this is a prime example of what he's talking about.
I concur.
Okay.
That makes all the sense in the
it does.
world.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Like
for
trying
all
to-
you people that was out there killing Kurt,
Yeah.
this what he talking about.
They crucified Kurt when he was talking about. He had to break it down though.
But I mean, in their conversation, because I listened to it a little bit, you know, she would say, "What's the difference if you would have known?" Like, would he? You know, what I'm saying, like,
And the reasoning for me was her saying that he wasn't working, he wasn't trying to do nothing, so I had to make the money the only way that
yeah.
I
So
could.
do you think she should have told him instead of just...
And that's why I go back to what y'all just said. It had to be staged because we married. If when you have an argument, especially about our finances, and you
Right.
exposing yourself, that's something in private. And if you pull your phone out, what the hell you doing?
so but you
Right.
Put
think
that
you,
phone
you,
down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
you
the first thing
thinking
gonna
you thinking
say.
of a mind of a guy that's not a celebrity, and they life they get money. They've been getting money whole life off of other people watching them. So
Facts.
that's what they did. That's exactly what they did. It was brilliant to me. If it's planned, if it's staged, it was brilliant. Because I'm pretty sure a million people went to see what she looked like. Because she said she ain't even naked. She just got on swimwear or some shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, should he had told her, or she had told him? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yo, lights got cut off last week. I might as well make this OnlyFans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't believe that. How are you down that bad where you got to go make an OnlyFans?
I don't know. Joe ain't make money like that in the league.
No, and he wasn't in the league that long.
Shit, I
he-
was never in the league, and I ain't finna make no OnlyFans.
Joe,
He ain't never had another job. If
Joe ain't never did nothing but
he
play
was first
basketball.
round. He was first round pick.
Yeah, Joe ain't make money like that.
So he was balling all his life, and so once that's over with, that's hard for athletes. If you done at 25,
Yeah.
you got a whole life.
you
to
got a
live.
whole life to live. That
And he
and them
the
contracts wasn't that big
The
back
contracts they
then.
getting now, they didn't get back then. So I can see Joe be out here, Joe getting there with her.
In Atlanta.
Get your money up.
Get you a podcast, Joe.
And
What's the
it-
dude name? Adam 22, 60, 65,
Yeah,
whatever. He let his wife get ran.
Yeah, he
let
got a
his wife
lot
get
of
what?
heat
He let her get ran.
by a porn, but she's a porn star.
Yeah, but
She's
I
a
mean, but
porn
he,
star.
at the point he in the room or something.
Yeah, he
let her
was
get
there,
ran, yeah.
and he couldn't handle it.
No, see, they was doing it together. And
right,
then
and he said, "Let the
obviously,
brother come in," and
yeah.
the brother
finished
put
her
that
off.
work on her.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, put
okay.
that work on her, and
Yeah.
then he was all in his
Yeah,
feelings.
yeah.
And,
They made a business decision.
Yeah.
yeah.
They made a business decision. So,
Oh
I mean,
yeah, I remember.
Oh, somebody said average career 2 years in NFL. Shaquana said that.
Well, he played in the NBA. And
He was
average
in the
career
NBA.
is-
It's probably about five.
About
to
5
six.
and
Yeah,
6.
typo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
so,
said average career. Oh, well, that's NFL.
yeah, NFL.
NBA.
We talking about
NBA.
NBA. What's her name? NBA. We talking about
Hold on. Don't
basketball.
say him like
Where you get this researcher from?
Right. Ashley, you come with the smoke and you come with it in the chat. We got it for you. We got
that.
So I mean,
Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Would y'all do it if you had to?
What I do, OnlyFans?
Yeah.
No.
You was a strip, right?
Would you not fucking
Oh,
say
my
that
bad,
again in
my
this
bad.
episode? You know damn well. I told you on the last episode, I ain't never been no stripper.
My bad.
I'm sick of this shit now. Ain't they calling for out of here?
My bad. My bad.
It's brewing. I'm sweating.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
So you didn't answer the question. Huh?
Well, because I was thinking about it. I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
you know?
if things got that rough and you know you can make 20 G's just for showing your feet, would you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, my feet. Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, OnlyFans ain't just naked.
Right, naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I'm always gonna think about my child first. So it's like if it's a way that I can make some money, if we like really terrible down, about to be homeless, some shit.
Cause
she
they
needs some food, whatever,
remember
I'ma do it.
that teacher they played. She made like $1 million or something.
Really?
Yeah.
And
Sure.
they got back to the school. They made her. They
yeah.
fired her.
Fired
Yeah,
her,
I don't
yeah.
give a shit.
But she
But at
said
that
she
point,
was
she
making
like,
more money than school.
and she wasn't getting naked.
It's
Right.
like, oh, let me
Yeah.
put this down in my notes.
I told y'all.
Hey.
I told you.
Hey, we want 5%. We just want 5%.
Find his feet. You know what I'm saying?
Karen, you said no at
You
first,
said no?
and then
Yeah, 'cause
you switched it up.
I was still had old girl in mind thinking about the OnlyFans. But yeah, I mean, if it was feet, yeah, because people do make a lot of money off, feet.
Yeah.
This
People
lady
have
was making a
weird
bunch
fetishes.
of money of farting in a jar.
Yeah,
She made
I remember
a
that.
lot of money doing that.
I remember that. Yeah, it's a lot of weirdos out there.
How y'all remember that?
How did we
Because
know
that's
it to remember?
outrageous.
I remember that because it was that derived from the gamer community. A lot of those nerds, there's a girl that was just streaming, and she streams on Twitch is one of the big gaming streaming things. And so on there, they have women on there that just sit there and just make noises. Like I can't
Kind of
remember
like that
the
Pinky
name.
Dog girl
What is
that's
it?
on, like the Pinky Dog girl that's on TikTok.
Okay.
And she's like, have you ever seen her? And she's a little out there, but she do that kind of stuff. Like she may put popcorn kernels
And
in
eat
a
it. Okay.
in like a flat iron
Uh-huh.
and just sit there and pop the popcorn kernel. And then she'll say she sounds like maybe an AI or I mean I don't know the correct term, but she'll be like, thank you, and doing all that kind of stuff. And she have millions of people on live watching her do that.
I mean, you had the little boy, I think he was 5 years old, worth like $5 million, playing with toys.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
kid.
him.
You,
Yeah.
you just got to find your
He
niche.
does, yeah. So I mean,
He
but
reviews toys.
if time get rough,
Yeah.
I'm
gonna
going
get
on
the
that, dog.
Popping some popcorn.
What would you do?
gonna
What would you do on?
What you gonna do?
Fucking is where the money at. I ain't about to get on there playing around. I'm going on there. Fuck.
Are you gonna hide your face? Are you gonna put on a Pooh Shiesty mask?
Hell no.
He gonna have some Timberlands on with a Detroit Lions hat. With a Detroit.
Some white socks.
Nigga, I'm not. Hey man,
Get a sip of drink on that.
it's either that or the streets.
Another one.
It's either that or the streets.
Another one.
I'm going on it. I might
straight direct and said, "I'm fucking."
Hey, I might go in there with some themes and shit. This week, y'all.
You might have on some devil horns.
Some shit. That's where the money at.
Oh my god,
We out here doing videos for free.
y'all.
Oh my god.
Oh my bad. Videos get made for free. Why not?
Made that money, huh? Just sell your body.
I'm just showing myself having fun.
Okay, get paid for having fun.
See
I
what I'm
like
saying?
that.
You see?
You get paid for having. That's what they say you want to do anyway. Find something you love and make money.
And make money off of it.
That way it don't feel like work.
See?
All right, I ain't jumping on that, but I'm a little private with mine. So.
What would you do?
I wouldn't get on.
What would you do?
If I got on there?
No, you said you wouldn't do
first of
OnlyFans.
all.
No, hey, look here. I'm from College Park.
What that mean?
Okay.
I'm black, and there's stuff out there in them streets that people want. I'ma sell it.
Okay. So
Okay, you can add that up and slice it up and bake it however you want to.
Okay.
I'ma do what I got
just
to
a flick of the wrist.
You know what I'm saying? You bad that thing up. Anyway, yeah, so that's, if I got to get that money, that's what's going to happen. Not on the fans. Not on the fans. Anyway.
Sorry. We'll cut the check. See you next week.
Moving on. Now, this one is something that came up. A lot of heavy discussions came out of this one. It was in the group posted where there was an older gentleman, wealthy gentleman, talking to a younger man about taking care of 100% of household duties with your woman. The young man was saying how he didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
And his wife was okay, or his woman was okay with taking care of her half and doing 50-50. And the older gentleman just told him, like, you know, that's not what you should be striving for. You should be taking 100% of it and allowing your woman to be the woman. So we're going to go around the table on this one and go on and put a little taste on it. We start with you, Ashley. I see you ready to go.
No, I wasn't. I was trying to process how I should respond to that.
I say whatever works for the couple. I mean, who is anyone else to tell somebody else how to live in their marriage? If it works for them, so be it.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Going back to the video, you know, the guy was saying that he only made $14 an hour. Wife works 16 hours a day. So that right there is a problem. Then he was saying she come home, she cook, she clean, she all that. Like, he had his lady doing way too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that was the main issue I had with it. Like you said, I mean, I can't tell nobody how to be in their house. I can't tell you what you should be doing if your woman come out the house and she's smiling. Like he did say, I bet if I have a conversation with your lady, she start crying. That ain't necessarily true. Could it happen? Yeah, but you can't just say that's true because you don't know that lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, my whole issue with the paying bills thing, I do agree a man should, you know, he should handle his business. And he should do everything possible before his wife got to even do whatever she got to do, right? But my main question is, when did it become a thing where women shouldn't pay bills?
I think that, like, say my mom and her generation and her mom's generation, I think that it was more so of like women didn't pay bills. Men took care of the house. They paid the bills. They took care of it. Women, you know, took care of the house. I think that's where that came from. And then as times have changed and things have evolved differently, now I feel like it came to a place because women were just getting to a position where they felt like, you know what? I may be dealing with a man that is not treating me how I deserve or not treating me, you know, how I would like, whatever the case. And I know that I don't have to put up with this man and I can still maintain my household and maintain my lifestyle. And that right there just took off. So I feel like me personally, I don't have a problem with going 50-50 with my man. I don't have no problem with that. But my man is a leader, you know what I'm saying? Right. Anyways, he's a provider, so he's gonna do necessary things without me having to ask him. Right. And I don't have a problem with following his lead. But at the same time, I feel like maybe if I were in a relationship with somebody and they were not, meeting me halfway or not able to meet me halfway when I needed them, right. That's probably wouldn't be a relationship that I desire. Because I feel like if I can't come to my person, my soulmate, my helpmate, whatever it is, right. when I do need you to help me, whenever that may be, right. then I feel like, we really can't pour into each other. So
is 50-50 like really a thing? Because sometimes at some point somebody may lead, any given week or month or whatever they have going on, somebody may give 10 where somebody can only give 80. Exactly. And
somebody said, Shaquan says they didn't have equal pay even back then.
But you look at back then, let's take it back then. Oh, go ahead and finish first.
And also too, I think with like she was saying, with the times changing, things evolving, we asking for equal rights. If we want equal rights,
that's a good different take on it.
Then we pay bills too. But then it still goes back to what works for the couple.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what somebody told me earlier today? They said that in a relationship it'll never be 50-50 in a household.
That's what I was just saying.
Yeah.
It's never.
It'll never be 50-50 in a household. And I said, why did you say that? And he said, because even if you make as much money as I make, and we in the household, if somebody kick the fucking door in, they're gonna say, "Hey, go get that crook, take down that burglar."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna say that. So we never gonna be really.
That's exactly what that's why I was saying it's 50-50. Who really is gonna keep tabs on? Okay, this happened, so you gotta do. Who's really doing that?
Yeah.
And I think that it's just like somebody I heard say it's a fake gender war in a sense. Like
it is.
If you living in real life and you're with someone and you guys are together, you just step in and you just do things. And if you're a petty person and you one of those ones that like to keep tabs, nothing is really going to work. You'll have more problems than not. But if it's what works for the couple.
Yeah.
I love when people take it back to like what their grandparents and all that did. Your grandmother didn't leave the house until she had a husband. Let's start with that. Like,
all the way back then, we couldn't work.
Right. So it was. So that's why she didn't pay bills, because it was nothing she could do but be a housewife. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So as times change, like you said, women want equal rights and all that. They didn't want to use their minds. They want to go get these jobs and all that. But sometimes you get the job and you forget about life. We all do it at some point. Your hustle gets so much, you don't want a relationship and all that. Then you get your goals accomplished, but you still ain't got a relationship. Now you trying to find somebody on your level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that becomes a thing. You might like this dude, but like you said, I'm not talking about you personally. He might can't meet you halfway, but you like him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to decide, can I deal with this? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot that go into it, even for men, because you meet a woman, if she's not, financially on your level, you have to decide, like, am I willing to take care of her? Because that's what you gotta do anyway. Mm-hmm. If you that kind of man, or you might go into it like, well, damn, she only worked there. Shit, man, she can't pay half this rent. See, at that point, you trying to make a business decision.
Yeah, you trying to make a
marriage. They say marriage is a business.
Yeah,
it's a business of people that didn't get married for love.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, if you go into any relationship and money is first, you in it for business. You're not in it for nothing else.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's the nature of the reality that we live in.
If you keep a score, you're not.
That's where it's at.
That's why relationships are.
That's why they don't work. Yeah, that's why they don't work.
Because people are getting into it for reasons that really don't matter at the end of the day.
You don't even like this person, but you know what? We got a beautiful house.
Yeah. Exactly. Aesthetics.
Yeah. And
you know what I'm saying?
Stunting on the next person.
Yeah. That's really all it's about. Nobody puts up no fight no more. As soon as the shit get hard, I'm out. I'm chucking the deuces.
Man.
Nobody, keeps shit in their household no more. It's private when you're married.
So,
Keep your business to yourself. Instead, you're calling your homegirl, you're calling your homeboy,
Or
you're calling your mama, you're going to the next person.
Or you going on live.
Yeah, you're going on fucking live.
Yeah,
Or you uploading the video.
Exactly.
You Joe Smith out here.
You know
what I'm saying?
Joe Smith and them. I got Joe Smith today, dog. I got to stay on the couch tonight.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Times have changed with all of that stuff, though. So it's not just about even like just going financially half and half with each other. It's just everything has changed. You know what I'm saying? And I personally just think that it's on the strength of social media.
Yeah,
how
I agree.
Because what people see, they feel like, oh, that's real life. So I'm going to handle my shit the same way. And it's like, come on, man.
I just want to see two people that really like each other.
I really like my boyfriend.
That's great to hear.
Like that's just what I just want to see that.
Really like him.
I just want to see two people, they ain't got shit, but they got each other and they all right with that.
You go down on Cleveland
I was
Avenue.
about to say.
I mean, but shit.
They got a dog
But
too.
they might be happy. But they might be happy. They might be happy with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, in actuality, does it really take a whole lot to be happy?
No.
It really doesn't.
Wait. It all depends on what you're trying to do.
And what your whole lot may be. Some people think a whole lot is...
Yeah, like, so it all depends on what you're trying to do if that whole lot makes you happy.
That's...
If you're a materialistic person, hell yeah, it take a lot.
Not for somebody that got the money, though. So
do
that's
you
when we
feel
started
like money
looking
makes
at...
you happy?
No,
Say that again?
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that, like he just said, for somebody that's materialistic, if I make a lot of money, but I don't care about it, and I don't care about you, and I throw that money at you, you in love with me, I could care less about it. I'm out here doing whatever. So I ain't happy, but I can easily take care of your happiness.
Yeah.
And get you out of the way. I get
And get you out the way.
I get
Yeah.
That's true, though.
So-
I think if a woman starts to take a man's money, he can do whatever he wants to her.
Yeah. If that's her.
If he kicking out some bread, I ain't talking about he gave her $50.
Right.
If he kicking out some bread, he can talk to her. He can do anything he want to because at the end of the day,
She want that money.
He gonna see her palm.
And that'll go back to what you was
Like, that's
talking
real.
about the history of our grandparents and great grandparents. A lot of times, and you find out you got family members,
'Cause he was
other
paying all the
because he
bills.
was paying everything, and she couldn't get out
She couldn't
and
do
leave.
nothing.
So she did
Exactly.
what she had to do for the family to
Exactly.
stay. And then we take it and say, well, those types of relationships don't last no more. No, she didn't have no other options.
And let me tell you, that shit breeds toxic cycles in families.
Hell yeah.
People
Yes.
think in their mind like, oh, well, grandma stayed, so I'm gonna stay and I'm gonna work it out. But you're in an unhealthy ass toxic relationship in your household, in front of your kids, behind closed doors, whatever. You might be living in a miserable situation, but in your mind, you feel like you're gonna stay in it because that's your mama did, that's your grandmama did, or whatever. And it just breeds a cycle of toxic shit that just repeats itself. You know what I'm saying? And just like you said, to your point, they stayed back in the day because they didn't have a choice. They didn't have no option. It was like, okay, he's making the money, he's taking care of the bills, but he got 3 or 4 children outside the family, and I'm gonna take care of them. We gonna we gonna rub it under the rug.
You know what else I love about when people take it back to like my grandparents and stuff? And my grandfather's work. My grandmothers didn't have a job, but you know what they did do?
What?
They was pillars in their community.
For sure.
Yes.
My grandmother's work, soup kitchens.
Yeah.
They, clothing drives and all that. So they ain't make no bread,
Right.
but
They took care of
the
They made a
community.
substantial impact.
So yeah, if you won't stay your ass at home,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where you at? You better be at the soup kitchen.
Right.
Cleveland Avenue needs you.
Jose Williams needs you on Thanksgiving.
Hey,
Yes.
hey, man. So
Yeah.
when we get to talking that stuff, are you willing to be that lady?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's not a lot. And it goes both ways. We can go down this
Is it taught
conversation
though?
for
Is
days.
that taught nowadays?
What do you mean?
Man, hell no.
What?
That's the point.
It's what taught.
Being like, if you're a stay-at-home mom, to be so involved in the community and wanting to do these things, I think it's usually somebody in your family or somebody kind of pushes you in a direction, and it's in you. But I don't think just the average woman today just sits and be like that's paid up and do take care of everything. They just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go feed the homeless today, or I'm gonna go do a coat drive or something like that.
Yeah. No, it's not that common.
So what do you think that disconnects come from? Is it our generation?
when the woman had to get out here and get a job. Like that's when she had to start really working. That went away. Whose fault is that?
Well,
Whose fault is it?
It's a few levels of that.
yeah, it really is.
It's a few levels of that.
Who you say who fault is it?
I want to hear.
Why did you say that?
I hear it's man. I think it's the man's fault.
Okay.
I think it's a man's fault. That absolutely. A lot of shit that we going through, man, and this whole cycle of relationships and all that, they ain't deal with back then, man. We out here wilding. You know what I'm saying?
Wilding.
Like, we out here wilding right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when men start getting unhappy because this and all that, start walking out these households, she ain't got time to go to the soup kitchen. She gotta get a job.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he left her with the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's I look at things like that.
And so many women have been left that way that they become bitter to a situation with a man where they feel like, well, shit, you know what? I can do everything on my own, so I'm not gonna respect your ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you leave. I'm the man too.
And she was
know what
taught
I mean?
that from her mama, who probably going through that.
The
You know, my homeboy told me, uncle told him years ago. He said, "You want to see how your woman might end up? Look at her family and see how many women is married."
Yeah.
He said, "Look at her family and see how many people are married." He said, "If it ain't many, that might not be one you want to go into, dog." I said, "Damn."
That's a great point. That is a great point.
Yeah. Or it could be a situation where there's a lot of people married in the family and they full of shit too.
Yeah, that too.
Right.
It go both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See who talking about who?
Who says marriage is a
At
glass
the
ceiling?
get-togethers, who talking about who?
Who says marriage is a glass ceiling? You know, some people.
Yes.
You know, it used to be a thing where here in Atlanta or Georgia, it was the common law. People was happy enough doing that. They didn't really need to go down to the courthouse and put their name on no paperwork. I mean, but that's no longer a thing now, so that's neither here nor there.
We
But
ain't doing that no more.
Nah,
Taxes involved. We ain't doing that.
it's too many of us shacking up out
You
here.
know what I'm
Yeah. Everybody be coming along. Ain't nobody saying that.
How do y'all feel about that though? Period. Like, how do y'all? Like she says, community. You knew your neighbor back then. You cared about the community because your kids grew up in the community, went to school in the community. Now we commute. We don't know our neighbors. I absolutely 1000% agree.
Yes, I've been in my neyborhood 8 years. I don't know nobody.
You don't have no time to know your neighbor.
Yeah.
You're too tired.
I know my neighbors only because I cut the grass, and so when I'm out there, I always see people going by, and I just do stuff in the yard.
Yeah.
So when people see me, and then if they walking by, I speak to folks.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, you pull in your garage, and that's pretty much it.
See, that's the
But
thing.
so like,
Pull in your garage. You ain't no garages back then. You parked on the street.
true,
Right.
or in a carport.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit, you
carport.
Yeah.
Things
Yeah,
like
people
that
did
you got
talk
to
more
know.
back then.
Yeah.
And
They did.
it's
Shit
very
was less
different these
crazy
days.
back then too, though. Now it's like crazy as hell.
Like, I know
you
the
don't
two
know who your
ladies.
neighbor is.
Right.
I know the lady next to me. I don't know her name, but I speak to her. And then the lady across the street. That's
That's it.
it.
What do y'all
I
think
don't
about
know one.
marriage though? Since we're on this subject, like, do y'all feel like, you have to be married to, show some form of like commitment or to make your situation, make your relationship, I guess, quote unquote, like right or acceptable right now? You know what I'm saying?
No, we actually had this conversation before. No, I don't think a piece of paper is gonna change.
Do, 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 do.
You know,
Because people do a lot with that signature on that paper.
I give you that.
Two words for y'all.
I say no because I feel
I'm
like
already on the 50-50 subject.
because you see a lot of situations. That was for me.
Yeah,
It was never for me.
Yeah.
I see a lot of situations where people are together for a long period of time in a relationship.
Yeah.
And then they get married and their marriage lasts for like a year. Because I think a lot of people have this euphoric idea that marriages change whatever issues that was in place
Yeah.
once you get married. No, they actually compound because now we're legally contractual binded to each other.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So I don't think that paper has to be in place in order for me to give you my all. If I'm
Yeah.
going to give you my all, I don't need a piece of paper to do that. Now, I know what he's going to say. Like I said, we had this discussion. Now, in the end, when we get old
Yes.
and I can't walk and I can't work and my insurance kick in, I need to know where this money is going.
Yeah.
and that's gonna be
You about to be
my
out
wife.
Here, though, oh, she gonna be your
Your
wife.
wife don't have to be on your.
It's gotta be.
It doesn't have to be
Yeah,
wife.
she could be your wife when you about to die.
No, I thought you have to be married in order to get for them to get the insurance and all these things
like, I
like
could
the
take a
pass
policy
on
out
to
on my
you could take a
dad.
policy
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you can have a living will and testament too,
Yeah,
where
you
you
can
can
do that.
divulge who
Yeah.
gets what,
Mhm.
who
Who get
does
what.
what, who handles
You do
what.
not have to be
Yeah,
married.
you ain't
for
gotta
that.
be married. She know because she definitely ain't trying to be married.
yeah, we
me?
didn't really get into. We gonna get into
Yeah.
Karen. Yeah, because we let you slide last time.
That's what you said.
Yeah, that's what you
know
said.
It's quote unquote.
What?
I've been married before.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not saying that I won't, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, here I am, according to some folks, I've already hit the wall. I'm about to be 52.
Dang. No, I'm
You know what? I'm not gonna hear them do it. I'm not gonna hear them play with
You trying to
Karen, I guys just say most people that see you are not gonna think you 52.
you.
Okay, well, regardless, but I'm saying
what wall?
me.
What wall?
It's just
Ask Kurt. He'll say that women's dating pool is pretty much dead by the time they fought it.
I've heard younger.
I can see
I've
why
heard
you say
even
that.
35.
I can see why you
Okay.
say that. I can see why you say that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so that's what she's talking about.
I mean, because it's hard out here.
Yeah, right. Okay, Shawana, dead. No, I feel the same way as what you said. Like, and you too. Like, I've already been married one time before, so for me, it's like I'm not against getting married again, but like I don't care if I don't get married again. It's not something that I feel like I have to do. It doesn't complete me. It doesn't, validate who I am or anything like that. And to your point, a piece of paper doesn't change shit. You can get married all day long and have that piece of paper and you're still married to a fucking creep. And you know what I'm saying? So, and you can be with somebody that you're not married to that's treating you better than a person that you were. So I don't feel like a piece of paper is going to define the stability of my relationship, the structure of it, how strong it is, the foundation. It's just not going to do it.
Y'all living together?
No, we're not.
I was gonna say.
What you gonna say, sir?
How long have you been dating?
For about between like 17, 18 months, something like that.
This
Almost 2
nigga
years.
put
I
it
said
in
months.
months like a baby.
Like we talking about a baby? Is this a baby?
Have you guys
Months
discussed?
like a baby?
It's not 2 years, but it's more than 1 year.
Wow.
Do you guys want to live
You just
together,
say like
or
a year
you
and
like
a
it like it
half.
is?
I mean, I feel like we'll eventually get to that place. But like right now, because it is rather new to me, even though it's in between 1 and 2 years, I'm cool with
18
how it
months.
is right now. Man,
She got me with
I was a little
that.
baby. It's 18 months.
What you got? Oh no, you answered already. My
Oh,
bad.
what I was gonna say is, who do you think takes more risk when it comes to getting married? Because what happens if we go through the divorce?
Yeah.
Usually, if the guy's the breadwinner,
Depends on if they got kids.
even with that,
I think kids.
The court
I think
are
kids
gonna-
matter more.
well, no, I think a lot of it has to. Okay, say if I make 300,000, my wife brings in 100, and we have a nice lifestyle.
Yeah.
We get a divorce. The court is going to say you're going to have to get her alimony to uphold this lifestyle for however long they decide it's going to be. Is that fair?
I don't. That's
It's
case
a
by
lot
case.
of stuff that
That's case
goes
by case.
into a divorce.
Yeah, that's
It's
case by
levels,
case.
yeah.
That ain't always. Yeah, that's case by case.
Yeah.
Based off of the woman.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's
You
just,
don't think
it's
the
just a
state
case
would
by
just-
case. $100,000 is a lot of money, though.
Yeah, it is.
So they might not. They might be like, yo, y'all could both survive. Y'all just might
That's
sell
where
the house.
50-50 should come in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Georgia, just to be clear, is
Okay.
is not a 50-50 state. It's a fair and equitable state, which
Yeah.
means what's equal, what's fair. It
Okay.
doesn't have to be equal. So you don't have to get 50, you don't have to get 50.
Yeah, you ain't
It's
gotta
what's
get much.
fair, what
Yeah.
makes sense. So if the man is the breadwinner, you know what I'm saying, and he has been taking care of this, that, and the third, or whatever the case may be, and then, you may have not contributed as much to the relationship or whatever, it doesn't necessarily mean because y'all are now divorced that you're
You
going
gonna
to
get
get
half
all
of
this
his
man's
money. Yeah,
money.
it didn't work like
Right.
that.
It's only
though.
going to get what's fair of it.
Yeah, stop
She
watching.
going to get the house.
Not
necessarily.
necessarily. Not necessarily. You been
You know
watching too
what
much
I'm
TV,
saying?
bro. Watching too much
Yeah, look,
TV.
she's like,
Why you
yeah.
got your mouth twisted?
Why y'all living?
Girl, I mean,
Why
y'all
you-
can say that, but I'm just saying.
That's
uh,
not-
Yeah,
that's
but
not
it's a case
necessarily.
by
case.
All three of
Yeah,
us
yeah,
have
it's
been
a
divorced,
case
though.
by-
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All three
yeah, I
of
ain't
us.
never.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah,
why
so
you
You've never been
I
married?
can fight the power.
Oh,
Let me
wow.
fight the power.
not this case though.
Yeah.
I'll
Really
lose.
like 50 state.
but I'm gonna fight.
So it's just
I'm
it is a case by case
Yeah,
situation.
that's case by
Yeah.
case.
You
though.
know what
Okay.
I'm saying? It's
Okay.
it's what they deem as fair.
okay. All right.
So yeah.
I'll take the loss.
But you are okay, but you not right now. We're living together.
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Wait, can you repeat that? You said he's
Why live together if y'all not a family?
Not married or
Yeah.
a family? Because you can be a family without being married.
Can you?
Yeah.
yes.
How?
Because
What
I
kind- what
have
kind-
friends that I
got
consider family
That's
Yeah.
more.
that's
that's what I'm
considered. I'm talking about in the legal standard. That's your
Hold on.
friend.
So this what you saying? You saying that my mama and daddy, if they divorce, they're no longer family, even though they share 3 kids?
They're
They're not.
definitely family.
They
To a
family
degree.
help. They share children. They're not family.
And that's why I brought up the
Absolutely
paperwork.
not.
Because after that is done, whatever you leave in the will or whatever is going to go to whoever. Doesn't matter if we're married or not, right? That's what y'all was saying, right?
Yeah.
That's why they ask you for like when I take my dad to the hospital, they always want to know if he has some sort of legal document, even though he's married.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter because his wife may or may not be.
Because you know what happens? Not to cut you off is he dies, y'all divorce, you might not get nothing. You an ex.
That's true.
So you can say like family all day. Technically, no, you're not family anymore.
Well, I'll just say this. I feel like blood is what makes you family, and that's
I
it.
agree.
That's the only thing. I have relationships with people that I consider family more so than my very own family.
We all do, but in the legal standing, they just your friends, your coworkers, whatever it is. In the legal standing, they are not your family.
And so marriage makes them your family.
You have a document that said, yeah, absolutely.
But if you're no longer, if you're
If you're
divorced,
not,
then no,
you're
it's
not
the
family
case.
anymore. Yeah, you divorced.
So
That's why I
in
disagree.
saying that, what are the benefits of saying that we are family and we act as a family as opposed to you not being on paperwork?
Me
saying
personally,
we're
I don't
family?
think I can get somebody all of me like that.
You'd have to have legal paperwork.
I would have to. I have to marry. I would have to marry. That's how I see things. I don't even want to live with nobody unless we marry. Remember the joke I shared with you? I'm not calling a woman wifey. That's not my wife.
Oh yeah, Julie, it's that.
Wife is a
After
very
10 years, I think you draw the man's Social Security.
wife is a very special thing to me. Like my mother, my father. I don't call no other woman mom. I
Oh,
don't
no.
do none of that.
I don't do it either.
It's
I
my
don't
wife.
do that.
I'm only gonna have. Well, I guess in my life, I'm gonna have probably another wife because that's how I look at life. So I'm not playing the house game. That's not me. You're not living with. We can stay. We can be together 30 years. You got your house. I got mine. Just in case.
So then that means that you also don't believe in living with a person before you marry them.
I live with my ex-wife. I lived with her. How long I lived with her? About 6 months.
Before y'all married.
Yeah, but I'd already asked her to marry me, and then I moved in 6 months before we asked.
So
her to
y'all
marry
was
me.
engaged.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see, and
I'm
that's
not
the
even-
difference with me. Like, I'm not gonna marry somebody I don't live with first.
I mean, if you, how can you?
So what's the difference? Let me ask you this: what's the difference in saying, okay, I'm not gonna live with a person I'm not married to, but I'm gonna fuck on a person? So because if you're sleeping with a person
Yeah.
before you marry them, what are you doing differently?
Because a marriage ain't all about sex. You could be married to somebody
relationship.
30 years. Hold on, you could be with somebody 30 years, and y'all might have stopped having sex 10 years ago. Just because.
True. And your marriage is shitty if
That's
that's the
not
case.
necessarily true. It could have been medical, anything.
Okay, well, if that is that, then that's that reason. But if you living with somebody and it ain't no medical situation and y'all ain't having sex, I'm pretty sure that's a sad situation.
Not necessarily. Depends on how you prioritize sex.
I personally prioritize it high, so I'm not gonna.
I understand that, but so everybody don't.
I feel like that's not the majority of people though. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a marriage with somebody and you're not being sexual with them, your marriage to me, what the fuck are you doing? And also, I feel like for me, I'm not gonna be.
That's because you prioritize sex so high.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sex is a major part of a relationship with a person, especially somebody I'm married to. We connect through sex.
So
You know
what
I'm
if? So
saying?
what if you
Also,
met a guy and he wouldn't have sex with you unless he knew you was his only? Would that turn you off?
I'm not gonna have sex with somebody that's not my guy, anyways. So I mean, that question can't apply for me. I'm not gonna have sex with somebody that I'm not with, anyways. It's gonna be my guy. But what I'm saying is this: I'm not gonna marry a person that I've never lived with before or had sex with before, because those two things are very important to me. How do I know that when we move in with each other, I'm gonna still fucking like you? You might do things around the house that I don't like or I can't stand. Everything in a relationship comes down to being tolerable. So I can love you, and there's certain things about you that I can't fucking tolerate.
How long you gonna shack?
It's not about shacking because I don't need a piece of paper. That's what we just got back to. We don't need. If I'm saying I don't need a piece of paper to prove the foundation or the stability of my relationship, I can live with a person until I pass away and be at my highest peak in love with them. They don't have to be my husband. But I just feel like for me, and also because I have been married too, it's no way at all that I would consider marrying a person I've never lived with, I've never slept with.
All right.
That's like not test driving a car.
Yeah.
That's like going to a dealership and saying, give me that Benz. And I never fucking drove it. And then what if I get in the car and it's a bumpy ass ride?
Right.
Because that thing definitely going to be bumpy.
I mean, do y'all not prioritize sex? Is that just me?
I don't prioritize
I'm not
that high.
I'm not saying, I'm
I
not
think
saying
it's
like
high.
I have
It's
that
the
important.
It was the way you kind of said it.
Yeah,
you
like
kind
you
of
put it
just said it
very
like
high.
if the sex is if it ain't there, then it ain't nothing happening. Like if you fall in love with somebody, let me ask you this: have you ever fallen?
Somebody, the sex is automatically gonna be good because the emotions are involved.
That's a damn lie.
That's a goddamn lie.
That's a goddamn lie.
That's a goddamn.
That's a lie. I've been in love and had sex that was just mediocre. It wasn't all that great.
But you liked her enough.
But I loved her enough, and I stayed in a relationship.
So that's not settling?
Yes, it is. That's exactly what you did.
But it's still a relationship.
But everybody don't go into sex with
That
the
don't
same
mean
the same skills.
You gotta be in love.
Because your skills could be whack. It could have been nice to him, but it could be whack to me.
Yeah, very true.
So, at the point that I try to work with you and get you together, am I supposed to just leave you because you started off whack?
Right.
Or am I supposed to work with you? Like, look here, go watch
That's
TV.
why she's saying that if you're loving that person and that's something you want to work on, the emotions are there. That's gonna get it to where you want it to be.
It's gonna allow you to work with that person.
Yeah,
See, now
I
you're
can't
saying,
agree with this.
but it's like you're saying two different things. If you're in love with a person, right? You have sex with them, and it's not just amazing sex, but you still in love with that person. You might do it a couple more times to see if it gets better, if they can learn your body or whatever. You might put some more time into it. But if it just continues trash sex, you tell me you just gonna settle with that person because you love them?
Who, me?
Anybody, any of you?
I wouldn't. No, not me.
That's what I'm saying. I
wouldn't, but
I just feel like if you're doing anything outside of what you enjoy and what puts you at 100%, then you're settling.
Everybody's gonna settle in some way.
Yeah, everybody settles. Nothing is 100%.
When you're settling on things that you are adamant about,
but that's what they said the priority. That's what we said the priority. If your sex priority is higher,
so y'all be real.
I done fucked enough in my life. I done fucked enough in my life where I don't even. I be like, yo, I'm straight.
Y'all gonna marry somebody.
I don't fuck that much.
Y'all gonna marry somebody and make a decision to spend the rest of y'all life with somebody.
It ain't my fault you hold that motherfucker. I use this motherfucker.
Is that what y'all saying?
What you holding for?
What you
52.
What you
Who
say?
said I was holding? I am.
See
because I don't. There's nobody there to
It's a lot of
to
people.
give it to.
It's a lot of men walking around here.
They don't want it.
Ash, what you got? What you got?
I don't know.
I mean, like somebody said in the chat, pickings is slim.
Pickings ain't slim.
Oh,
pickings ain't
at
slim.
50-something is
the picking you want is slim. Now the one that you might not want you.
Me, yeah.
So that don't mean the pick is slim. You just.
I mean, but
you're not the flavor of the month.
Who's gonna be with somebody they not attracted
Everybody.
to? You'd be with somebody you're not attracted to.
No, not me. I've said everybody. I'm not part of everybody.
Okay, neither am I. Because there's got to be an attraction. I just can't be out here with
But you might be attracted to him, and it might be something else. Would you be like, nah, I'm good? But it might just be a sexual thing with y'all.
Well, I just don't want that at 52. I mean, I would like, you want that in it, yeah. But like you said, there's got to be other things too. I mean, we're definitely getting older, that ain't everything.
It's not prioritized that high.
Not that high, but not for me at my big age. But
stop acting like you old. First of all, 52 ain't old.
It's not old, but
damn, when she said it,
I was messing.
It is, but it's not.
It's not.
I mean, I have a century.
That's a great thing, though.
No, it is, and I'm not knocking it by no means. I'm just putting a age there, just because when we talked about it earlier.
All women not emotional creatures when it comes to sex. Some ladies can fuck you just like a man can just fuck.
Yeah, some.
Stop,
Yeah.
please,
Mhm.
Janice.
Yeah.
Stop that, Janice.
That's true. Some can.
Yeah, I'm talking to Janice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm talking to Janice.
Yeah, some women are not emotional.
Yeah,
Some
they
men
can go and
get
knock you off and
twisted
go into the house.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
they
non-emotional.
are different breeds.
So y'all hear that? She non-emotional. No.
All right. Let's get to the subject at hand. We gonna move. We gonna get to the subject at hand. One of the main things we want to talk about, the title of the show. Keith Lee came to Atlanta. If you don't know who Keith Lee is, he's a foodie influencer, and he's been doing it for a while. And he came to Atlanta, and he did his reviews on a couple of restaurants. And let's just say he's now nationally known. I mean, he already had millions of
I'm
followers.
about to say,
Yeah.
he
But,
already out there.
Yeah.
But this made the news, and really it's a big headline, Keith Lee in Atlanta versus any other time. I never heard of him before
I have.
he got here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And y'all can say what y'all got to say, because I got a lot to say on this. So I'm going to let y'all go ahead and say
See,
what
I
y'all
know.
have to say.
I think your angle gonna be different, but okay. I agree with him. Food here trash. I'm gonna be honest, man.
I agree,
Food
too.
here trash. Like, and I'm gonna say in defense of Atlanta, this ain't the Southern that a lot of y'all probably grew up on. This is a party town now. So everything is quick food. Everything is
Grass walls and neon lights.
like it's. So if you come in here for over the top eating, you came to the wrong place, because this place ain't even made like that no more. Like, it's clubs and this and that. It's a night out. It ain't that no more. You know what I mean? And I only been here, I think, 13 years, and I done watched it change so much.
Yeah, it has.
So I mean, come in, eat your wings, get the hell, go home.
I mean, they're asking him to come. It's not like he's just popping up, and they're emailing him hundreds of times and trying to get in contact with him to come to their restaurant to do the review. The man's doing it for free. I mean, he's very nice about it, and as nice as he can be.
Yeah, I mean, because he do say don't trash the place.
Yeah, and
until
he's
you ain't
asking
had it.
people don't
And that's dope.
call. And now the man's getting death threats
Over something that he said that he didn't
over
really
his opinion that he states is his opinion,
Like
and tells you to go try it and make your own, have your own opinion about the
like
food.
the rules of some of these places. I was just like, I wouldn't go back either.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot.
I agree with everything you said. Other than, I'm not gonna say that Atlanta food is trash, just because I deem myself as a foodie. So I've gone to restaurants in Atlanta that I feel like are top tier restaurants, and that's my choice. I'm gonna go to a restaurant that I feel is that has great food and they have great service. Those are the two things that I look for. I feel like the problem with people, specifically us, is we feel like, oh, he went into a black restaurant and he downplayed a black restaurant and he dissing a black restaurant. To me, it's not about that. It's about the nature of the service. And if I go into a restaurant where they be black or white, I don't give a damn how good the food is. If the service is shitty, I'm not spending another dime.
I agree.
So I feel like the man has an opinion. He has a right to share his opinion. If you like his opinion, cool. If you don't like his opinion, keep it fucking moving.
Because he told you to go to the restaurant.
Yeah.
So
That's it. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He still told your ass to go to the restaurant and give it your own opinion. So the death threats and stuff, I don't feel like that's anything new just because he came to Atlanta. He get them from everywhere he go because people are that passionate about their cities and their restaurants. But you know damn well, a lot of these restaurants, like he said, you can't call no fucking order. You can't get no goddamn seat. The service is terrible when you get in there. You know what I'm saying?
The servers.
Yes, because I went to one of the restaurants that he visited a couple years ago, and I felt like the restaurant was very trash. I'm kind of glad he didn't get a chance to even taste the food, because instead French toast came out with a half a loaf of bread. Then they build something as some kind of Georgia peach something, but you didn't open up a can of peaches.
Very
and poured it on the
you talking about? I went
biscuit.
To that very same restaurant, shitty service.
Yes,
Had to call the manager. Had to comp my
music
meal,
too loud.
Yeah,
and they had the girl teeth was rotten. She had a stinking attitude.
Oh, damn.
You know, I was just like,
stinking or was it coming from her mouth?
So and I had all, and I
was
said
this yesterday?
No, it was a couple years ago. I felt
can
the
see
same
it.
way.
I mean, you said that with your chest.
I felt some type of way because
damn.
it was in it. The rules. It was crazy because I was sitting there thinking the same things. Like,
yeah.
This is what I thought. I'm just like that meme. What's that boy? That rapper. Dang, I can't think of his name right there. But he's like, I was bucked up off this bitch, and this bitch was regular.
Man, listen, it's crazy. And you know what? I hadn't heard a single good thing about Baby's restaurant at all from anybody. Baby,
You got a restaurant?
Baby, yeah.
That's where
I
he got
never-
that's where they was complaining about his prices. I think he had a tomahawk for
And it was talking about his prices and his service.
Oh, Lil Boosie. I was referencing Lil
and
Boosie.
then also to go into a lot of these restaurants and they don't have half the shit on the menu. You know what I'm saying? Have y'all not experienced that in Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
Going
But
like,
I'm with you.
know?
I like to eat too, and it's a lot of places that I've been that I really, really like. But it's not that mainstream, you know, stuff like, you know, I eat everything.
Yeah, I eat everything too. So it's not a lot of the grass wall hookah spots that people, you know, post about and do influence shit on.
See, that's the part that messed it up for everything because everything turned into a club after like 5.
Yeah,
It's brunch all day.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
so
I don't even like brunch
that's
no
what
more. I
probably
don't
has
even go.
messed up a lot of experiences where a lot of people just don't go out as much. So you don't get go to a lot of these restaurants.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, and half the time, you know, you go into a restaurant and it's hard for you to even hear the person you with because the music's so loud. So it's like, shit, is this a restaurant? Am I in a lounge? Is this a club? What's going on?
but I don't care what nobody say. Atlanta got the best lemon pepper wing I never had.
Period. That's right. Period. Atlanta got the best lemon pepper
Best
wings.
lemon pepper wings I ever had.
Y'all know it. Don't hate on it.
That's what they know.
Yeah.
Okay, let me say what I got to say. I didn't want to interrupt neither one of y'all because I'm gonna need some space on this one.
Okay.
What Keith Lee did, I loved it and I hated it at the same time.
Okay.
I loved it for everything that y'all said. He came down here. He wasn't derogatory towards these restaurants, these businesses. He simply shared his experience, and he exposed the terrible customer service that we tolerate. Let's say that.
Yes.
In the same breath, this brother also uplifts and he helps companies that are struggling if you do what you have to do as a restaurant owner or in customer service to take care of the people that are taking care of you. He did one restaurant. He asked them, what was your make for the day?
Yeah.
He matched it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got this brother out here doing great things. He's helped some businesses come out of the red. You know what I mean, to where they didn't have to close their doors. He's been doing this for a while. So I love him for that. What I hate, the hate part that I have, is for this goddamn city. This new Atlanta is some bullshit.
It is.
Okay, why is this man out here doing something that we say we need to do for each other? Learn how to take constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Learn how to learn from your mistakes. Why he got to get death threats? Because he didn't badmouth
Not
these
at
places.
all, right.
He simply spoke from his experiences. All right. So that's the new Atlanta aspect that I can't stand. All right. Secondly, I started to look at me being a native and people that aren't from here, you know, and I play about it a lot. But in all seriousness, if you're not a native, you don't necessarily understand our culture and how it was before everybody moved here.
Yeah.
Right.
Now we have a lot of people that's here that they do what needs to be done. They don't try to buck the system. They don't try to take advantage of folks. You know what I mean? Most of my friends now are not from here. You know, I love them to death. But you have people that move here that have restaurant that come in and they trying to make a quick buck. And there's 2 reasons why people move to Atlanta. Either economic, meaning a job moved you here, meaning housing, cost of living, things of that nature. The second reason is because we black.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, people come here and they was like, oh, I never seen a black doctor, never seen a black vet, never seen a black dentist.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, it's black people.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm moving here. So you move down here, and then when you get here, instead of uplifting and trying to help, you go and you open a restaurant and say, I'm going to get what I can out of these folks and get them the least amount of customer service. I don't like that because you got plenty of hood spots that's been around forever.
Yeah.
That's going to give you great customer service
Yeah.
and
Okay.
great food.
All day.
But you know who pulled out of them restaurants? The customers that's from here. A lot of them
You know
places-
why?
a lot of them
I'm
places-
gonna get to that. The reason why that happened is because of everybody moving here, and now Atlanta is now a small, a celebrity
City,
town.
yeah.
That's it.
We was never meant to be a big city or a celebrity city. So now it's all pretentious. It's all about, oh, I got to go here. Like we said, the grass walls, the hookahs, the celebrity. I'm not going to your restaurant just because you on Atlanta Housewives.
Yeah.
If you ain't no cook, I don't give a goddamn who you are.
Thank you.
I'm going to eat because I want to eat the food if I'm a foodie.
Is that fair though?
It's very fair. Because if
Everybody that own restaurants are not chefs.
but if my name
Everybody
is
that own restaurants are not chefs. They might
Correct.
just have
right,
money.
but the thing is that this is the point that I make. If I own a restaurant, if I'm a celebrity and I open a restaurant, my name ain't gonna be affiliated with it. I want my restaurant to grow. Just like Jeezy said, he had a steakhouse. Nobody knew he was affiliated with it. It did great. Until somebody found out he owned it, he let it slip in the podcast or something. He said that everything went down after that. The whole clientele, the people that came, all of that.
Yes, okay,
So
yeah.
if I own something as a celebrity, my name should not be affiliated with it. It's just going to be that restaurant.
But you know what? I'm sorry, because that's no different than just us. We not celebrities. If you think about it, like, I'm a business owner, right? Majority of my profit does not come from my friends and family.
Right.
Come from complete fucking strangers.
They post
And it's
Right.
unfortunate, but it's like,
Why are you doing this now? If I can go to $3 10 years ago, it's still $3 today. Maybe
Yeah.
one because the cost of living done went up.
yeah.
But in our neighborhood, we want to hit each other over the head
Yeah.
and then say you supposed to spend with me because you look like me.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
It's not.
And that's why I hate New Atlanta. And that's what when all this stuff came out, that's what I got from it. And the other thing, this is my last talking point. We cannot take accountability and constructive criticism for when stuff we do wrong.
Yeah.
If we do something, and it's to the point to where if you call me out, I shoot back at you, and then whoever is with me shoot at you too.
Yeah.
We wrong for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I did something wrong and you call me out, I should be big enough to say, you know what? My bad.
Yeah.
Here, come back. The next meal is on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of being burnt hurt and then coming at you and saying, well, don't come out here no way. You know, we don't need your
Sensitivity
money.
level these days is
It's
off
crazy.
the charts.
It's crazy. Do y'all ever pay attention to like I don't know if y'all have ever done it, but like sometimes if you go into like, let's say a restaurant's reviews and somebody is there and they're leaving a review and they're saying they had a less than stellar experience, and then just under that the fucking owner or something is under there like, hey, well, you
Going
should have ate
there.
the food here.
Yeah.
You should have said something. Like, that's crazy as hell. When I see stuff like that, it just make me not even want to go there and have that experience. I don't
Because
like
you seem petty.
You know my issue with that though. If you had a bad experience and you didn't say nothing to the manager,
Yeah.
then they
It
got a
wasn't
right-
heard.
They got a right to defend their restaurant. Absolutely. If you don't say nothing to nobody, you just take your bad experience and then you get on
What if
social
you
media.
get your food to go?
Then you can still go back up there.
Because they asked
I'm
them,
not finna
they
do it, though.
asked
See,
them
but-
tip
but
for to
that's-
go.
I'm saying though, if you tell nobody how you feel,
It was never heard. Like that's what you're saying.
I know you ain't just, you might have just got some bullshit like
What if a
that you
person
didn't like
just
it.
not confrontational? What if they
That
just don't
is-
want to say, "Hey, man, this is terrible," or "Hey, your service is shitty"?
You spent your
what
money.
if they don't want to say that?
You spent
Yeah,
your
but,
money.
but she's for some
but
people
everybody's
are. Yeah.
personality is
Then
different.
my thing is if you gonna take it in silence, then be silent all the way through.
If you're gonna put your restaurant public and you're gonna put your restaurant on a profile for people to have the opportunity to review your shit, then you can't tell them when
How
they
to
can
do
review it.
So why not say nothing to the? If you got a complaint about something, why not say it to the person that could fix your
Because
complaint?
if I pick
That's
my shit up and I
crazy.
come home to eat it, enjoy my meal, and I get home, my meal is fucked up, my meal is
You
wrong,
can't-
I can't do anything.
That's a phone
but
call.
It can't.
They gonna be like,
or
who
I
is
could
this?
Just get on.
I did that
I just
before.
watched the dude.
Could just
I just
get
watched
right
the dude
on.
the other day at work. He took his wife out to eat. They got some oysters. They got some lobster. All that shit was nasty. He got on the computer.
Yeah.
On the computer while we at work. We supposed to be working. We literally don't write that. Write this. You know what I'm saying? Like we literally.
Helping them
Like
put it
straight up.
together.
This really happened.
Yeah.
He made his complaint. He got his money back.
Yeah.
That ain't
What's wrong?
controversial.
How often does that
but what's
happen?
wrong
That's
with
the
a person-
problem. Because
Yeah.
people
But
don't
that's what she
think
was
it can
saying.
happen.
She was putting it
What's
on.
wrong with
Okay,
a
I
person
see what
getting
you're
on
saying.
your
That's the problem.
platform and just saying, "Hey, this was my experience"? You have a platform in order for people to
That-
do that.
but-
So what's wrong with the owner just getting on there and saying, "Back, hey man, I'm
I
sorry
don't
that that
have
was
a
your
problem with
experience.
that,
Come
but-
in next time, let me fix this for you."
It's-
Instead of being combative and being like, "Hey, well, you should have ate that shit in here."
I don't
or, "You
have, no.
shoulda said
I'm not
something."
saying I have a problem with that. I have a problem with people who go to these restaurants. They don't like it. But if you ask them like, damn, what'd you say to the manager? Nothing. I just got up and left. You the fool then. You the fool then. Because you done spent your money. I bet if you go buy some shoes and they ain't right, you ain't gonna just sit on them. You gonna take them back.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, maybe it's what they.
I'm just
what's
saying,
important
like,
to them. Maybe they feel like just fuck it.
See, but that's the problem.
The food is they done ate food and it's gone.
But that's why things don't improve.
Yeah, food.
That's why
food and shoes is something.
But that's why
different.
things don't improve because people too busy saying fuck it instead of addressing
It's
the people,
not,
and they might appreciate it. They might appreciate
it. At
it.
the end of the day, is everybody is a different person. So how you may handle a situation or address a
Just tell me you don't want
situation,
no
everybody
smoke.
is not going to handle it that
You
way.
don't want no smoke. I get it.
No, I do want the
some
fucking
days
smoke
you
because
want
I
the
am
smoke.
going to call the manager.
Well,
I'm
you
that
talking
person.
for the people that don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that-
I'm
you
not
talking-
them people. Anybody that knows me, they know if I'm out having dinner, my meal is less than stellar, my service is fucked up, I'm definitely going to the manager while I'm there. That's me, period.
I would do that, too.
If I have ordered something to go, I'm going to call first. If I can't get solution on the phone, I'm going straight to the fucking page because I'm a person that works in marketing. I know what those reviews can do. I know that somebody's going to pass a bad review before they pass a good one. So if I've had terrible service with your ass and we've come to no solution over the phone, you damn right I'm leaving you a review. I'm going to do it.
I've done that.
But I'm just saying some people are not that way. So they may just be more timid. It's no different than like my mom, for instance. My mom might go and get her hair done and really fucking hate her hair. But she just will not say anything.
Don't wanna
in
hurt
there. She
nobody
will
feelings.
come
She's not
home.
confrontational.
She's just not confrontational like that. That's it. But she'll come home and she's like, I really hate my hair. Then I go over there and have to end up fixing the shit. Me, on the other hand, if I go and get my hair done, I don't like it. Hey, listen, I don't really like this curl. Can we fix this shit? Give me another 20 minutes. Whatever. So everybody's not the same. So some people are going to. My thing is, you as the business owner, you have to be able to take accountability because you're not going to be able to please people
Absolutely.
100% of the time.
Yeah.
So if
Absolutely.
someone leaves you a fucked up review, it's not for you to go back on there and make an argument with them. You need to go back on there as a business owner and a professional, number one, and just be like, hey, I am sorry that you had that experience here in my restaurant. If you
Come
will please
back,
give
right.
us another chance,
Yeah.
handle it that
Absolutely.
way. But like a lot of restaurants in Atlanta, they do not do that. You know what I'm saying? At all. They go straight for the fucking, juggler or whatever.
Their
And they're like,
feelings
hey,
hurt.
look, yeah, they're like you said, their ass hurt, and they're just like, look, I'm so sensitive about my shit. I don't want nobody to say anything
Think about
negative
it.
about it. Yeah,
And like you don't have the right, but then they can do it to
Yeah.
You better
someone
say
else.
something. You better say something.
it's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question though, Sean. You
got
said
you.
the culture. Does Atlanta have a culture?
Yes.
Yes.
What is
I
it?
think so.
What is it?
It was.
Now that you said it was like a past.
It was.
What's the-
There's
what
a
is
new
it?
Atlanta and an old
And all
Atlanta.
of that.
Okay,
So that's the
what's
difference.
what's the culture?
For old Atlanta,
Just give me something, brother.
all Atlanta was you speak to everybody, you be nice to everybody, you patronize the people around you, you try to help the people around you, you mind your business. That was old Atlanta. New Atlanta is turn up. I want to be seen.
Yeah.
It's about money. I'm driving this.
I'm a scammer.
Look at
I'm
me.
a model.
It's
I'm a
different-
rapper.
right. Yeah,
Let me
all
see what
that.
I can get out of you. That's
That's new Atlanta.
Who let that happen?
The people that moved here changed it. What do you think? I think it's just a bunch of implants.
I want to hear your.
I'm not from here. But when I go home, I know I'm in Detroit all day long. I don't care who done moved there. You in Detroit. You gonna switch over to us before we switch over to you. Atlanta's not like that.
We ain't switch over.
Hold on. Let me ask you. Let me tell you.
Everybody that's from
Hold on,
Atlanta is
Ash.
still
Right,
Atlanta.
it's there.
But I'm talking
So
about
you got to look at this.
I'm talking about people from Atlanta.
Let me tell you this, Ralph. You got to look at the migrations that we've had because we're black, because we're a predominantly black, thriving city. This is back from the 20s. Auburn Avenue was one of the first black-owned businesses where black people strived on their own. A lot of people don't know that. You had when the Miami boys came up here in the early 90s.
I heard about that.
You had about when Katrina went down, New Orleans came over here. You had the Olympics where people came down here. You had the AU Center where people
Freaknik.
moved down here. They lived, they stayed, they didn't leave. You had Freaknik. So now we got a plethora of people from all over the U.S. that want to be here because either cost of living, like I said, economy, and we're black.
Yeah.
So now the locals, like she said, I don't go to a lot of these places. Because the places I've been to and what I was used to with old Atlanta, I was comfortable with that. I'm not happy with these growing pains. I don't like this big city stuff. I don't like this celebrity stuff. Back in our day, when you went to the club, you were bumping to Goody, Outkast, no security, no cameras, none of that stuff. And it was all G. Now when you go, it's a rope everywhere you go. It's a line everywhere you go. We didn't deal with that kind of stuff. And so that's why I say the difference between New Atlanta and Old Atlanta is that it's so many other people here from all over the country to where the natives just kind of fall back. We kind of fell back.
But ain't that the problem?
Yeah,
it is.
That is a problem.
It is a problem.
That's what I'm talking about. And that's why I said the conform happened, but it happened the wrong way.
I can agree with that.
I'm so far removed. I don't even really know how it happened. Actually,
I do.
just walk up one day and it was different.
I feel like it's exactly what you said.
What happened was Atlanta wanted to be a major city. You had DC, majority of black people at one point. Detroit, majority of black people at one point. Chicago, a lot of black people. But Atlanta,
I forgot about BMF.
But Atlanta was never touched. And once people started coming, people got defensive about their home, which they should have, because this is your home.
Right.
But then they rather not fight for it. They just went along with whatever came. That's how I see it from the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? Right. I wasn't a teenager here.
Right.
I was a grown man when I got here. And when I got here, it was still Southern hospitality in places.
Right. Why did you move here?
My job.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you, it's only two.
Yeah, it's only two. This was never on my globe to even visit.
It's only two reasons.
There was no reason for me to ever want to be down here.
Are you still at the same job?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this was never I gotta get to never. It was, man, we got a position. We actually need you to go down there.
Yeah.
And I just stayed. My kids liked it, I stayed. But the people that I know from here, like even the slang has changed in them.
Yeah.
It is.
And I be
so
looking
bad.
like,
you said the people that you know that are from Atlanta,
from here,
the slang has changed in them.
And I be like,
and the people that's from here. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Like me and my friends still say shouty.
Yeah.
But your friends from where?
We from Atlanta. But we really from Atlanta.
But if they talk
College Park,
you gotta understand, you talking to people that's in your culture. When you talk to somebody outside of your culture,
But you said
they
people
conform
that's from Atlanta has
my friends. My friends, because all my friends are pretty much from here. But when they talk to me, they might conform to something I say. I don't conform to nothing y'all say, unless I'm having fun.
So you don't be like, hell, you talking about?
Hell no.
Unless he trying to pick
unless I'm talking shit. Right.
None of my friends
but
do shit like that.
But that happens.
I don't know what kind of people
and it might be unconsciously.
I think
but it happens.
A lot of that comes from, and this is gonna go back, when Atlanta, and a lot of it comes from the music scene.
Yeah.
Let me just start there. A lot of it happened with the music scene where we weren't heard. All we had was bass music and booty music, right? Hip hop wasn't that big here. So all we had was up north stuff. So a lot of people tried to emulate that. I'll be honest, I was one of those back in high school and this and that. People was like, why you always listening to this and that? I said, well, it's different than Booty Shake, but I know Booty Shake.
Right.
Yeah.
But I found something else I like too. Right. And they be like, nigga, you ain't from New York, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I ain't say I was from New York, but that's what I listened to. Right. So a lot of people will start trying to emulate other things that they see like, oh, okay, he don't sound too country. Okay, what up though? You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that. And when you're around more around more people that's not from here, because like I was saying, we go to work, you could probably count on your hand how many natives you're going to be around within a day on one hand.
Man, come on.
Versus versus the people that you hang out with.
You wildin'.
What do you mean?
I'm being honest.
So you know a lot of Atlanta natives?
Yeah,
a lot more than one hand.
And where we are because our job is an Atlanta-based job, so it was a big job for Atlanta. Yeah. So in that case, I shouldn't have used that example.
I was like, wait a minute.
But let's say how many natives you work with?
How many Atlanta natives?
Atlanta natives you work with?
If it's 10 people.
No, it ain't 10 people.
Right.
No, I'm just saying.
None.
No, it's not 10
My
people.
point. That's the point I want to make.
Doing her like that, dog. She was getting her number right.
Well, it was
but I'm saying
under.
it was only like maybe 2 people I know.
See,
for
that's
real.
what I'm saying. So you're not around natives that much unless you in your own space. And in our own space, we either at home or at their house.
Yeah.
We ain't out at them other spots
Right.
all the time like
The
that.
tourist stuff.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Some people emulate it and they be like, oh, well, if I'm around this and this who I'm going to be around, all right, I'll pick up the lingo, this and that. But
I just never.
you know.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I just been. I'm so Atlanta
Yeah.
that I have never wanted to emulate another city, another town. I ain't even never been to New York, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I just recently went to L.A. Maybe like 3 years ago, and it's just and I travel the world. I've been out the country a gazillion times, but I
gazillion?
just a quadrillion times.
Just letting you
My,
know she
my
get out.
daughter has a passport.
Know what
You
I'm
know what I'm
saying?
saying? So it's like I've traveled and experienced, but I've never wanted to be from anywhere else. I've never claimed another person's culture. I've never picked up their lingo. I've never, you know what I'm saying? I'm College Park all the way.
Proud to
Yeah,
say
I'm
it.
very proud of it. So it's like for me, I feel like a lot of things have changed about this city of Atlanta because people have migrated to this city and they've brought their ways and their traditions, their views, and a lot of people that's originally from Atlanta have got the fuck on. And we live on the outskirts.
Yeah.
You know
Yo,
what I'm
that's the
saying?
crazy
Yeah.
part. I ain't
Yeah.
never met nobody from Georgia outside of Georgia.
What?
I ain't never met nobody. I ain't
Oh, when you
never-
go
yeah,
outside
I
of-
ain't never met nobody from Georgia.
I've met a
Never.
few. Like overseas, I ran into a few.
My son
Yeah.
was in the military, and he would say anytime he met anybody from Georgia, he'd be so shocked. He'd
Yeah.
call
I'm
and
trying-
tell me.
yeah. for real.
Anytime I meet somebody in Georgia and I tell them that I'm actually from College
Same.
Park, Atlanta, they like, what?
Yeah, it's
I'm
like,
from the
oh, we
SWATs.
fought. Yeah, we
Yeah.
fought now.
Yeah.
We fought because it's hard out here for us.
It
We
is.
dying breed.
Yeah.
Y'all live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we dying. You by yourself today,
Y'all
bro.
live. I ain't
Atlanta
gonna
became like a mecca of the South, and you know, it changed. People came here like they used to go to LA. They want to fulfill dreams. They
Yeah.
want to get put on. They want to, you know, live free and all of that shit or whatever. So you know, unfortunately, a lot has changed about Atlanta. You just have to know where to go when it's time for you to visit the culture that you're familiar with. That's just it. Certain places you can go that still give you
That Atlanta
that
feel.
Atlanta feel, yeah. But for the most part, yeah, Atlanta. Everywhere you go, majority of the places that you go to, let me say that, is not gonna do it.
I tell you, I hate paying for parking. That's why I don't go
I
downtown.
mean, that is crazy, right?
You
And
pay
people look at me
$200 for you
crazy
to
when
get in
I
the
say
club.
it.
But that's major city stuff.
Shit.
Which we didn't grow up on. That's what we
Yeah.
saying. We didn't grow up on major
But
city stuff.
Yeah,
It can be major city stuff, but does parking have to be $40?
Absolutely.
40. I done paid.
Because you know what happens?
$100 to park?
You know
Hell,
what it
yeah.
does? You know what it does? It separates the people.
Yeah, it's kind of like the apartment.
Look, at the damn
Absolutely.
Halloween,
It's
we
sep-
paid
it's
Oh, it's true. You did
$100.
say
It
that. You
separates
did say
people. You want to come
Shit.
down here, you're going to pay it down here. These is downtown prices. You want it perfect free? Stay in College Park.
Hey, don't you do that at College Park? Nigga.
Tell
What you
him
trying to
again,
say?
as we ain't doing that
I don't
today. You
play
feel
by
me?
my
Do,
College
do
Park.
y'all play for parking anywhere?
I don't go
Nah.
out in College Park.
Nah, we don't do
Listen to
that.
this, y'all.
Because you know why? Because you might come up short in College
Right.
Park. You might come up
Ain't
short.
going out
Clean your
in
car out before you go
Yeah, don't
park.
leave nothing in there with no
Clean
name
it
on
out.
it.
Clean
They
your
may show
car.
up at your house on your ring doorbell.
Hey, man, bless your heart, man. Bless your heart.
3 Atlanta natives in the house. What's happening?
What's happening?
You were supposed to say something. Ken.
Oh,
Anyway, I love you
What's
anyway.
happening?
Hey, man, this was a beautiful show. Beautiful show, man. We had a good time. I hope y'all enjoyed it,
Man,
man.
like I ain't got time for that bullshit. I don't even talk like that.
We gonna be off next week. Got a little traveling to do, but we appreciate you. I'm going to me and Orlando. Afro Rican, we going out to Vegas for the Jets Raiders game.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we be out there. So man, we appreciate y'all coming in here, hanging out with us. We had a great time. I hope y'all had a great time, ladies.
Great time.
I
Yes.
appreciate y'all coming through. Ashley, you was late once
Sorry,
again,
y'all. I was like, oh, y'all.
and she got her phone
I
on.
know. Okay, I'm sorry.
Man, this is
Sorry, that's because I was on the
College
live.
College Park.
God. I was just helping us up, and then you going.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's my man. He was checking on me.
It's all
06.
Oh,
My
one.
bad.
Oh, man.
01.
Oh man, y'all got any last words y'all want to say before we get out of here?
I say have a safe weekend.
Okay.
Take your stuff to boost your immunity because this weather has been crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I
And it's
love.
gonna be back warm next week too, just in case y'all ain't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mid
Hot
70s,
today.
80.
Yeah.
18, what you working with?
Man, I'm just ready to go to sleep, bro. I've been up since 2:30 this morning.
What you was
that's
doing,
tough.
bro? You was working on your OnlyFans page?
I was ironing my pants.
God dang. Them pants stand up by themselves at this point.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shit.
Hey man, we
God
love
damn
y'all. We on all platforms. Check us out. Another thing I got to say, I'll do it later. I'll holler at y'all. Y'all hold it in the row.
You gonna do it in 2 weeks?
Nah,
Bye-bye.
it's gonna be real quick. Yeah, real quick. Y'all be easy. Love y'all.
Bye.